Hi, I'm Brooke. Today was our first day in Malawi, which we got to spend at a high school where we got to meet all the teachers and all the students that went there. The school was different. The school, although was well made, but was definitely lacking in supplies. I hope that we could maybe help with that. They didn't seem to have a lot of paper and they were using scrap bits of paper, but they had big boards that they were able to teach their classes with, and they were learning things such as Macbeth, which over here we've learned as well in English, but their supplies just really weren't up to par with what we have back in Scotland. We all came together and played some fun sports such as netball. For the most of the classes were well divided. There was people of all ages in them, which the boys mainly sat up the back trying to act cool man, but the girls were very welcoming and always wanted to give you a hug, say hi, were always asking what your name was, never wanted to forget it, telling us that they couldn't wait for us to come back even next year after meeting us for one day. We also got to show us some dances. We also got to show them some of ours, which were maybe not the best. But the best part of the day was definitely the girls rallying together and showing them some of the native dances, which they were all such full of energy. Absolutely amazing. It was such a great day. Today we spent a day at a disabled camp.
They weighed children on a scale that hung outside.
So this is how we measure weight. For the older ones, they use the scale.
They measured their height.
We put them on a height board like this, and then we get the measurements from there, which helps us to know the Z score by comparing the weight and height. So this is how we do it. Okay?
They measured them with a band to see if they were malnourished or not.
This is a muate. So we also use this to determine the status of the nutrition status of the child. So we use this step and put around a child's arm. So these are the colors that tells you what the status of the child. For green, the child is normal. On yellow, it's moderate malnutrition, and this is severe malnutrition. A clinical officer just to assess their normal well-being, their health.
Then they visited the nurses in their room.
We got to meet all the children and give them all a little bit of something like a top, a bracelet, a pair of shoes. It was really rewarding seeing them being able to have a new t-shirt just to keep them warm, Even that, a lot of them loved your phones. They were always on your phone trying to take pictures of themselves because they'd never seen themselves before. It was an amazing day. Today we got to go to the primary school. When I was in the school, it made me feel so happy to see everybody, so happy to be in school. Because back in Scotland you have so many people moaning about going to school, whereas they're also appreciated to be there. It was upsetting, but at the same point, because you've seen some of them with no shoes, no anything, but they were still just so happy to be there. We took them all into groups, got to have so many different activities such as origami, art, netball, football. They all loved it so much and were just so happy to see us. After that we got to go to Debbie's house. She was so welcoming. The children had dances and songs prepared for us, and we got to sing some songs for them, dance for them. It was just such an amazing day and we felt so welcomed everywhere we went. Doesn't matter if you don't know it, you'll pick it up in 5 minutes. In Deborah's house, it was such a warm and loving experience as well. It just made you feel as if you were welcomed and loved everywhere you went. The children just always wanted to give you a hug, wanted to interact with you, play games with you, and Deborah did everything she could to make us feel as welcomed as she could. Today we got to go and see Sister Anna at her headquarters for CCC Trust.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Malawi. Welcome, 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 welcome to Malawi. Welcome.
Sister Anna employs ex-prisoners in which she believes that they deserve another chance.
The idea of having this place is just to help out. There is no real organization which takes care of the prisoners so far in Malawi, to be honest. They come and go, they come and go, but there is nothing regular which goes on for years. And as we have in other countries, groups of volunteers and so on, they are very volatile. They are there today, next year, and then you don't see them anymore. But we try to be there. So for me, the years are passing, so I might, God might call me anytime. We put up this place hoping, my hope is that someone here in Malawi will continue what we have started together. They will continue on their own. This is the dream and the reason of this place here. That's all.
Just loved the fact that people from a different country were over there celebrating their work that they've done.
When we have got the visitors, we feel happy and you give us a college. Here in Malawi, maybe you went in prison, maybe you went in villages and you see a lot of people here in Malawi. You know, just it's not easy for you to choose to visit in Africa. You know that you just spend a lot of money to visit us here. And may just good Lord bless you. And that college, even we know that others you just come and you just use transport for your parents and so on, greeting them for us and just tell them how Africa it is. And we are just happy and we feel lucky to have you guys because you give us a college. And when we see that, we know that there's other people outside there who just feel that there is Africa, there is people there who visit us. Your visit is not just granted for us because it's not just easy to come there, from there, come to visit Malawi. Thank you for everything.
It was also amazing to see that Sister Anna took this land that had nothing on it and built it into an empire where she feeds millions a year.
In the beginning, when I was a young girl, 24, I went to Tanzania. That's where I worked for 10 years very happily. Then I was for 25 years in Rome. Then when I was a really mature lady, they said, well, we would like you to go to Malawi. And then I go to Malawi, and here I am in Malawi. Never could I dream that I was going to work with the prisoners. We never planned anything. I see people, they plan their groups, they sit down and they write all the details. Never even anything.
It's so amazing to see how she could take a little dream that she had and build it into something that's just amazing and helps so many people. You can literally have just a dream in your head, no plan, and make it work.
Where we come from?
Scotland.
Scotland.
I'm Brooke. How many years? What age are you?
14 years old.
14. So what age are you? 13. 13. Is that your school?
Yes.
Yes, cool. What's your favourite subject?
Physics.
Really? Very smart. Nah, I'm not. Sitting here with art is my favourite subject. Physics is so hard. I failed physics and chemistry. Seeing all of the girls made you feel as if you took advantage for everything that you've had when you were back home. It makes you feel like all your life you've took everything that you've had for granted. These people in these prisons are so happy to have everything that they've got, but it's not even fair for them as they don't have a real sentence. They're just put in jail and they're left there to rot. Some of them even have their children as young as 1 to 3 with them. Their children then have to grow up in their prisons not knowing what it's like to have freedom, not knowing what it's like to have any luxuries at all. It really makes you think on the little things that you have in life.
Traveling all the way from Scotland, coming here in prison, coming here in Malawi in prison to visit us, we're not taking this for granted. Because there are a lot of places you could have gone, like hospitals, the orphanages out there, but you've chosen to come here. We thank you so much. And with all what you've contributed to bring this here, your students, and you've set a good example for us. It's unfortunate that most of the ladies here, they don't like learning, but you've set a good example that your students value, have that potential to help others who are in need, like us people in prison. I thank you so much for this. Just asking God to bless you abundantly. Thank you.
In the afternoon, we watched the cheery Celtic win the Hughie Mackay Cup, which they came back with a win of 6-2.
We get to come to the village of a little boy called Aaron. This little boy has been sponsored by Chloe and Sophie. We get to see the new house that they've built for him. I'm currently standing behind his old house. We believe that this house was a part of the reason on his disability. Chloe and Sophie have been able to help this boy in many different ways, as they've gave him beds, they've gave him a new house and a wheelchair.
Hello. Got your mattresses?
Thank you.
We went to visit myself and my sister's sponsor's house, Aaron. We built a new house for him at the end of last year, so we went and we've seen the big improvements with that. We also seen the toilet and stuff that we'd left money for to get built for this year, and just to see the gifts that we gave Aaron and his family, just to see how grateful and happy they were with them, really meant a lot to us. We also went and bought mattresses because we realised Aaron was lying on a sheet of cardboard basically on the floor, so we went and bought 4 mattresses for them and we handed them to the family. We were so grateful, and just the little things that really made them happy made us really happy.
In the prison it was hard to watch all the young boys, as you felt as if they didn't have a good chance in life being in there.
Just to give a short history of Umbo Prison. This institution accommodates young offenders aged 18 to 45 years.
It was amazing to see their faces when handing out different gifts that we'd brought for them. Simple things like toothbrush and toothpaste go such a long way in there. With Sister Anna, it was amazing to see her smiles that she gave to all the boys as she treated them all the same no matter their crime. It was also amazing to see how the boys interacted with Sister Anna and that she'd done so much for them. They were so grateful in every way possible.
Back, sister. Welcome back, sister. Welcome back. I've come up with a poem titled Our Great Mother.
Oh, okay.
Indeed, our great mother is one who helps us in times of trouble.
Sister Anna, Sister Anna. I have a poem titled Lovely Mother. Thanks to our lovely mother, Sister Anna.
It was very rewarding to be able to see them all put on their performances for us.
We got to sing and dance for them. The boys seemed to love it and were able to join in.
There were so many young boys in there that just you felt as if they didn't have a great life.
I was a slavery in the land of foreigner, when Jesus called me, in the land of Bangladesh. I was a slavery in the land of foreigner, when Jesus called me, in the land of Bangladesh.
When visiting the local primary school today, we painted the wall white in preparation for the Mission Rabies Awareness mural that we're going to paint. This mural will hopefully save lives, as it gives you a step-by-step on what to do if you're bitten by a dog. While we were painting the wall white, in a local centre there was a Mission Rabies conference going on to educate the teachers on what to do if they are bitten and how to teach children what to do.
The first part of the lesson is going to be identifying mammals. We need the learners to understand where this virus can come from. They don't need to be worried about feces. They don't need to be worried about, blood from an animal. The disease lives in the saliva. If a dog attacks you and there's nothing that you can do to stop it from biting you, the most important thing to do is to protect your head and your neck. If it's a dog that has rabies, it will die 100% of the time. Washing it for that full 15 minutes can remove at least a third, but up to 90% of the virus load that's there.
Me, Mikey and Michaela have been finishing off our Mission Rabies mural. Today we got to paint the paw on it and we're about to go on and paint on the Mission Rabies sign. This will hopefully spread out the word on the 3 simple steps that can save a person's life if bitten by a dog. If bitten by a dog,
tell someone. Wash out the wind. Go to the hospital.
While we were painting the mural, the rest of the group got to visit Ukondi's house to see how his house is holding up and get to see his little smile. Ukondi is a young boy who is disabled who lives with his grandmother in his house which was falling to pieces. His house was rebuilt through the sponsorship of former St Margaret pupils. At the Disabled Farming Project, we've seen how all the locals grow their own crops, such as tomatoes and cabbages. It was amazing to see all the children following us about as if they'd never had visitors before. Their smiles were amazing to see. We're now at the cat and dog home in Blantyre to visit some of the local dogs and cats that have been rescued here over the years. After spending the day with all the dogs in the rescue home, it was amazing in the way that they all opened up to us. They were so shy to start with, but by the end they were running around giving us cuddles. It was great to get involved with all the dogs, such as Frank, who's a big dog who's about 9 years old, that the home has been able to rescue. We got to spend the day majority with the dogs, but at the end we also got to see all the little kittens. They have many kittens and many cats that have been abused. It was great to be able to go in and write our names on the wall to give a donation to the rescue.
Through seeing all the dogs, it really showed me that if we don't care about animals, how are we meant to care about people? So to find out that some of these dogs were abused by people by throwing stones and hitting them was absolutely heartbreaking. But it was good to see that there are people out there who care about these dogs and cats and are able to give them a new hope in life. It's amazing to be able to meet Sister Anna, as not many people would recognise her, even though she does so much work over here and affects lives every day.
I'm Sister Anna. I am an Italian Franciscan missionary, and I came to Malawi in December 2002. Since then, I've been involved mainly in prison ministry and in nursery school activities at nursery schools in the villages for poor children who are so far off the centers that maybe they have never seen a white person in their life.
I'm really glad to see that they're happy with the gifts that got.
The leaders of the village with the committee come to me always to ask if we can help. I don't go myself to say, oh, I'm here, I could help you. It is the people who come to me and insist. Sometimes we keep them on, we have always a waiting list to accept the children, because the big problem I have is funding for the good porridge we give every day. There's a special flour, it's a blend of maize, soya, flour with the additional sugar, mineral and vitamins. So of course it costs quite a bit for our finances. And we have 117 schools, which means 400 bags. It is a consignment which I get, lasts for 6 weeks. And for 6 weeks, I have to pay 5 million kwacha, which is an enormous amount. And sometimes I don't know where and how to get the money. But so far, we manage. When the finances are finished, then we use maize flour and we add sugar. So we keep going, and so far we are trying to give porridge every day to 6,650 children. The other activities mainly of the prisons, and in the prisons we target first of all the sick ones. The sick prisoners have no special attention except for going to the hospital, but then they have no food, no, sometimes if there are special drugs, they cannot get them. If they have to have a biopsy, they have to pay. So we target the sick ones, HIV positive, TB patients, and then school. There are schools in most of the prisons, so from standard 1 until Form 4, and we have some graduates coming from the prison schools. So we offer resources and all the rest. The school which is especially in my heart is the young offenders of Bumbwe, where we have about 250 boys, and there I take care of the whole program, even sending teachers to teach the boys. And we have some quite good results, although with some disappointments. Therefore, I'm always asking for any help. Any amount is precious to us. Any small amount can make a difference in the life of our boys and of our children.
At Zomba Prison, we were able to give out different things such as soap and hand wash for them. them the first proper meal of the year.
Long time they don't eat.
They put on a lovely performance for us where they got to dance and we got to dance. While we were in the women's section, others got to visit Death Row. This is a place where people have been abandoned by their family. They're always the last to be fed in the prison, where all year all they get is beans. So our school has decided that we give them 3 meals every year.
The last place we visited was Michael Prison.
We gave out essentials such as flip-flops and soaps to make their lives a little bit better. Through this experience, it has really been an eye-opener, as it really shows you all the different things you've took for granted. While being over here, obviously you miss your mum and things like that, but there's so many people over here that are living with no families on their own. It really shows you how much you've got back at home. It's been amazing to be able to see everybody's faces and see how all the little things that you do for them really impacts their life in a big way. It's so brilliant to be able to know that you have changed somebody's life in a small way. I really hope that this can inspire other people to take part in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to help people that are halfway across the world that seem like they have no one else to care for them.
Pijak-pijak main kelas.